Jordan Holm here out at the baseball alumni game for 2012, catching up with some of the alumni, and I have Barry Enright with me. Barry, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Barry Enright of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Barry, how does it feel coming back for the alumni game?
You know, I think it's my first time back. You know, obviously around the season time, it's always tough to get here, but it's great to see familiar faces. You know, be out here with the guys I played, the guys that played before me. You know, obviously seeing Coach Rod and realizing how spoiled we were to play at this field for 3-4 years.
Now, Barry, you had such a dominant career here at Pepperdine. I want to ask, what is that, when you got drafted into the majors, what's that feeling like to have to prove yourself all over again, coming from a dominant collegiate career into the majors?
You know, well, coming here for 3 years, they instilled a lot of, great work ethic, great, skills, great coaching for me, and being able to kind of come out after those 3 years, feeling ready, going to the Diamondbacks organization. Being able to use, as a college kid, you have a lot of high school kids in there. A lot of guys, that didn't go to 3 years of college, and so going through there, being able to use those skills that whether it's life skills or baseball, wherever it is, kind of jump up that system. Being able to learn a lot here really helped me.
I want to ask you, what's the hardest thing about playing in the minor leagues?
Oh, probably the bus trips. You go to the Cal League, or you go to, for us, the Southern League, and from Mobile to Carolina, it was 14 hours, on the bus. And I had a great pitching coach in AA. His name is Dan Carlson. He kind of taught me to prepare myself every day, like I was going to be in the big leagues the next one. And kind of instilling that, being able to kind of go through. And that day, I remember when they brought me in, I was really close to my coaches, and so they all kind of had tears in their eyes. And I thought I was actually going to AAA, and I was kind of disappointed in a way, because I had a lot of friends on the team. We had a really good team, and obviously they said it's the news that you really want, and obviously that was a very emotional moment. They told me, funny, ironic, is that they told me I couldn't tell anyone until after the baseball game, and so I had 3 hours to wait to tell people. But of course I snuck out, told my mom, my brothers, and everybody, and we got everybody to St. Louis, 2 days later, kind of for the day that I got to start, and it was an amazing moment.
Oh, I bet it was. Now, explain to me a little bit your pregame routine for your first career start.
I remember everything, and every single thing that I do on every baseball game, every pitch I throw, and for some reason that day, I don't remember much. I remember going out there, knees kind of knocking, kind of going through, your pregame routine and not really remember much. Just, it took me 5-10 minutes to actually, get warm, because you're so jazzed, you have so much adrenaline going. And so that day, like I said, it was a magical, it was a very surreal feeling, and something I'll, kind of never forget.
Yeah. Barry, who's been the hardest hitter you faced so far in your young career?
I got asked this question yesterday.
Okay,
and
good.
I faced Pujols, I faced some big guys, and it's still going to come back to Buster Posey. And it's a testament to him. He's an unbelievable hitter. He was unbelievably hard out. I think I had pitched 4 games against him, and I had him 1 game go 0 for against me. Every other game was 3 for 3, 3 for 4, 2 for 3, homer.
And Barry, you said the first career start, saying how everything is just kind of in a fog when you look back. Is there a moment when you can look back and be like, wow, that you remember, like, I've made it. I'm in the show. I'm doing what I love, what I've always dreamed about. Was there a moment for you like that where it just kind of clicked?
When you get to relax a little bit, I end up throwing 5 innings, 5 and dive, as they call it. I wasted a lot of pitches through those 5 innings, with a few walks here and there and being nervous. But we came out with a 4-1 lead. That minute we had that last out in that game, and realized I was able to, get the win in my first start. Was a very fun, and relaxing moment for me. A very, like I said, surreal, but to kind of realizing that you have accomplished at least some of your dreams. You get up there, and obviously, as many people know, it's very hard to get there. Yeah, it's even harder to stay. And so, it's going to be a tough road. It's always going to be tough. There's always someone, that was my age then, or, it's a little bit younger. I was kind of, biting at your heels, but, it makes the game that much more fun, and it makes you work that much harder, and, that's what the special part of it is.
We'll come back to Pepperdine here for a second, and you mentioned a little bit of how Pepperdine prepared you, but what other ways did playing ball here, going to school here at Pepperdine, prepare you for where you are now?
Well, first and foremost, like I said kind of earlier, you don't realize how spoiled you are until you come back. You look at this, the palm trees, the ocean, come back here, and how unreal it is to play at a place like this. Obviously it's a great school, kind of going with all the teachers. You have classes of 20 kids, in your major classes, and be able to have that, that time with your teacher if you're needed, throughout schooling, because, you go to 60, 70,000 kid college, you kind of get lost a little bit. You had, one-on-one attention with your coaches, with, people on the field. You meet, your lifelong friends here. And you know, we have those special moments. You know, that I just got engaged. You know, as I was talking to you, and
congratulations again.
Thank you. You know, and be able to have, you know, people that'll be in my wedding. You know, from this school, and you know, just there's relationships I built. You know, with Coach Rod, Miss Rod. You know, Coach Hurdy and Coach Kenny, who's gone now. You know, people like that you know will always be in my life, and this school is very special to me.
Well, it's great seeing the old alumni come back for a game. It's a special gathering, especially this year with a lot of you guys coming back and playing, and I know you're going to have a great time out there. We appreciate you sitting down with us, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck as you continue your career with the Diamondbacks.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you.
All right. Barry Enright of the Arizona Diamondbacks, Pepperdine alum, back here for the alumni game.